How's everyone doing? So happy to have you all here with us on this wonderful session and for this great cause. My name is Sofia Denejan. I'm a writer as well as a game master that is based in Spain, originally from Saudi Arabia. And with me here are some wonderful players that I hope you'll get to know throughout the session with their joyous characters. We'll start off with Ekama, if you could pronounce yourselves.
I'm Echima. It's pronounced like a Japanese name. And I'm a 2D game artist normally for an indie game company. And I play D&D on my spare time a lot. So I'm here.
Wonderful. And Ruto?
Hi, my name is J2Rudo. You can find me anywhere on the internet at J2Rudo. I'm a ttrpg performer, a voice actor, a gaming content creator, also a Smite game community streamer. And I'm also known as the Resident Ranger because I play a lot of Rangers. So looking forward to today's session. Looking forward to raising money for a great cause.
Awesome. Happy to have you. And Toto?
Hi, I am Toto, or you can also call me Two, like the number. And I am an artist and illustrator, and I do lots of art related to tabletop RPGs, as well as whatever just comes to mind. And I especially enjoy making enamel pins. And I usually work in an office, so this fits perfectly. And in my spare time, I also play lots of D&D as well as Monster of the Week. And I was invited to play as a character in this game, and I am very excited to see how it goes.
I am very excited to see your character unfold in life. And Batsan?
Hi, everyone. So I'm Watson. I am actually a PhD student in Germany. I DM a lot. I play D&D a lot. I'm excited for the game because I get to play for a change.
Yeah, the plight of the forever DM. I was one up until recently, till a wayward DM rescued me. So I understand. So I think all of us, whether we've worked in an office setting or just watched The Office, can understand all the hilarity that can ensue, either from how incredibly boring it can be, and so you find entertainment however way you can, or from hijinks that happen just from the sheer weirdness of the people around you. And this is what this game is going to cover. So without further ado, we can begin with the Bureaucratic Guild. All of you are employees at the Bureaucratic Guild. It is a guild that has a confusing census on what it is meant to be doing. Some see it as a government, some see it as a potion sales company, and others see it as just this mass of growing behemoth that it just keeps adding so much. In fact, the company mission and vision changes by the hour. The departments rearrange so often that there is a live organizational chart that you can see when you enter, and you can see the moment where an organization has moved from one place to another. So you walk in and you find out where you work today. This office setting is this large building that is almost a skyscraper, despite this time not having skyscrapers. We have a pseudo magic setting that replaces some of the tech that we know that we'd find in an office. And it employs most of this small town of Hexwick. This small town is run by a coven of witches. And as weird things kept happening throughout the town, a wayward fireball that may have singed a couple of people, a random burst of energy, or the unicorns that pass by. One of them is a nice guy, he's quite polite, but the others, you're not so sure. And as more and more of this strange events kept happening, the Bureaucratic Guild was created because we all know bureaucracy can bring order and structure to a town overrun with magic, obviously. So let's introduce each of the characters that will be joining us on this adventure. And we'll start with Samantha.
Hi, I'm Samantha, but you can call me Sam, like my other friends. I work in accounting, and I'm so excited to be here, guys. Like I got hired like 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, that's so hard, so hard. In this economy, being a goblin, people are just so racist sometimes. You would think that because witches run the place, hell the witches, they're so good. I love them. There wouldn't be that kind of issues, but there is.
And Dacris.
Hi, I'm Dacris. I work in marketing. I've been working here for the past year, but although I've been working here for the past year, it's been almost feeling like an eternity. Been so busy with just trying to get out random paperwork and put together random images and basically spread the word of how great this guild is. And I am able to keep tabs of all the things that are going on throughout the day thanks to my lovely insects. Some people may refer to them as pests. I refer to them as friends. And they help me out in times of need. And normally I come in, get the job done, and go home for the rest of the day.
Lula.
Hello, I am Lula Lindenbaum, and I have started working here like, I don't know, some time ago probably. I just found myself in the desk and now I work here. And I am in HR, which is humanoid research, and I have done a bake sale, and we have now water, which is free. And that is about it. It took me 2 months for the free water. I think that is a good timeline.
And and Lavanya.
Hi, my name is Lavanya. I have been here for a very long time. How long has it been? I don't know. I just do tech support here, just help people who come, at least try to, I guess. I'm not sure. I need to get back to work. Sorry. And then she just goes.
As all of you go about your day, where the morning has begun, today's a little bit different than most because it is Hallows Eve. And in the spirit of Hallows Eve, the company has organized an office party. On one table, there is various snacks, some of them that you always had, but someone just drew a little scary face on them. It's the same donuts you've been having for however long you worked here, though. And there is, however, a giant wheel of candy being given around, going to each of the employees. But as each of you are about to start going about your day, in the center of the office, around all the cubicles where you all sit, Lula, you start to notice some of the papers around the desks begin to flutter. Dacris and Samantha, you see a couple of pens start to flit about. And all of you would notice that the ink writer or printer, its mechanical arm is beginning to whir a little bit.
Am I on paid time? Do I have to do something? I thought this is party, now I have to work. I don't know if I want this.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a prank or something. There are a lot of pranks around here, right?
This is not a humanoid thing, so I don't have to work on it. Who does tech?
Yeah. Lavanya just gets up and is like, "What's happening now?" And
This
I
writing, and I am pretty sure that it is not humanoid, so it is not my problem.
uh, I think it's your problem, is it? And then she just kind of
All the things are my problem that are humanoid, so you are.
she just makes like this bold face and then just walks up to the ink writer to see what it's writing.
As you go up to the ink writer, you start to see it sputter, and its mechanical hand that manually writes out each of the forms needed and other documents almost menacingly turns to you. You can also see that on a table not too far from the printer is this green jello that has a stapler in it.
Samantha
Okay.
just sees the jello, is like, I bet you it's Karen. She does that all the time. I've seen her do it before. So childish.
And the printer, or the writer, goes in and attacks you, Lavadia, with its ink splatter. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
The ink splatters onto you, causing this type of acidic damage, and you take 6 damage.
Lavanya just goes like, what the? And then she just like steps away, kind of making sure she doesn't stand in the path of the ink splatter, and just turns around like, what's happening? Can someone help me with this?
Is this my problem now? Because she is humanoid, but this thing is not. So I am a little confused. Do I have to do something?
I am humanoid. I am her.
All right. She is humanoid, so this is my problem now. I have to do a thing. The last thing I did was a bake sale. Then I got those free water. This is way beyond my capacity.
Luna,
Anyone?
Luna,
What do we do when someone gets hit with acidic ink?
Luna, as you say this, the stack of papers on your desk begins to float up. A part of it opens into a tiny little mouth, and a cackle comes out. The papers spread, and they go in to attempt to attack you. I believe a 6 misses, and the papers just continue to float on, ready for their next turn.
I am pretty sure that I have a document for this. Then you file it out, and in about 3 months, someone will come to you about it. Is that the right order to do things? I have just started here like 4 months ago, and they told me if anything happens, you just give them a piece of paper, and then they write down the problem, and eventually we will work on it after break and lunch.
Uh,
Also, after lunch.
The gelatinous cube begins to grow. It exceeds the plate. That what you saw as a simple jello with a stapler, which the stapler has your name on it, Dacris. It's been missing for about a month. It grows and goes towards you all. Please
Oh
roll
dear.
initiative.
oof.
As you're rolling initiative, I just need to make sure to fix my charger. I apologize. 1 second.
I'm beginning to think it might not be Karen.
It could still be Karen.
Honestly, she
Wonderful.
would
You
find
don't
a
know
way.
that. You don't know that. We do not judge people at this company.
Oh, I judge Karen. No one else, just her.
We don't judge their ability to do bad.
At the top of the initiative order, we have Lula. Right now, to give an idea of where the placement is, Lula, I believe you're still near your desk, as well for Samantha and Dacris. Your desks are all about 10 feet apart from one another. The printer is within the middle, so about 10 feet away. Think of it as your desks are encircling the printer. Lavanya, you are closest to the printer within melee range. You do all have stacks of paper and pens on your tables. However, not all of them have animated. The one that is on Lula's desk has animated, and so it is within your melee range. You do remember at least one pen on your desk, Samantha, that seemed to be fidgeting in an unusual fashion. And if you have any doubts with the whole theater of mind, feel free to ask and correct me if I forget as well. So that brings us to the top of the initiative order with Lula Lindenbaum.
Yes, as Lula sees the stapler in front of her moving around, the first instinct is to just fling it through the room. And yeah, she just goes for it. It's like, no, this one, I did not order this. And she just takes it and flings it through the room.
Okay, so let's take that as an attack roll from your end using your without a weapon, so an unhanded attack.
Yes. 1 second. I think I didn't add I think I didn't add a weapon yet. So
Well,
it's
no
just...
problem. In this case, you're just using your fist to shove paperwork away, literally.
Yeah, I have. Let's. Oh no, that's a 6.
You try to shove
That's
this
an 8.
paper
6
away.
plus 2, 8.
Yeah, you try to shove this paper away, and as you push it off, angry at it, it instead just moves a little to the side and just continues and floats off.
Alright, so you just can see Lula is just like flapping stuff, like swishing up critters, and it's like, why is this thing moving around? Is this allowed? Where do I have to find this?
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action and movement?
I would run over to Tech.
Okay, so if
And
you,
be like,
you will get opportunity attack from the paper.
that's alright.
Okay. A sentence I don't often say. You will get opportunity attack from a paper. Oh, that is a 21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
You take 7 damage.
What
And
kind
it
of
is-
paper is this?
So it's piercing damage as well. You are getting these paper cuts from the sheer amount of paperwork on your desk.
And this is why I wanted to be a baker, but no, everything had to burn down. Now I work in this place. And I just run over to Tag. I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is Tag, right? Is it not? I am sure this is not humanoid. I was not told what to do in this situation, and the last time I was in charge, I burnt down my bakery.
Can I answer that, or
Yeah, no, you can answer that. That short roleplay interaction will be more fun at the moment.
yes? And then I just like look to the printer that seems to be immediately in my range, like very distractedly listening to Lula, but like mostly concentrating still on the printer.
Which now brings us to Samantha. That pen that you eyed floats up, looks at you with its pointy end, and goes in for an attack roll as you hear these little soft, low cackles. I don't believe a 7 attacks.
No.
So the pen goes, and you've been staring at it. You're not surprised by it attacking, more so surprised by the pen animating. And so you just move away as it darts and continues, and it turns back. If it had eyes, it is glaring.
I'm so sure it's Garen. 100% now.
Another pen springs into action, this time from Dacris, your desk. In fact, it's your favorite pen. The pen that you've used for the longest, the pen that you've signed all your favorite documents with. It has come to betray you now, as it jumps out from wherever you've put it and looks at you. Oh, okay. Rogue dice.
Jail.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
18. You take 5 damage as the pen lunges towards you, and you just, whatever you are wearing, little bits of ink or pencil from whatever this pen is now splattered onto it.
Dacris, who's busy at work trying to meet a deadline, is going to look up at the pen and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be moving on your own. I'm supposed to be the one that's moving you.
And then another set of animated papers begin to flutter. This time also on your desk, Dacris. You see it come out. It might have been the very paper that you were busy with, as you were just saying that you're busy with your work. This paper comes out. The top one seems to be innocent for now, but the bottom pile shifts out and comes at you and opens up into a mouth, and you swear you can see eyes, but you're not sure if that's just your own eyes playing tricks on you at this point. Does a 14 hit?
No, 14 misses.
14 misses. The paper just made a grand entrance into life at this point, as it fails to cut you with all the paper cuts that you might get. And then that brings us to the paper stack that was on Lavania's desk. Sorry, that was on Lula's desk. Lula, you have moved away from your desk, so it isn't quite near you. However, it's onto you. It just springs up, and it uses all of its movement to go towards you, and goes there and sits and stays there, ready to attack on the next turn. Okay. Dacris, your turn.
God, I told the office manager that switching stationery companies was a bad idea, but no one ever listens to the person in marketing. We're the one who work with stationery all day. No one ever listens to us. And Dacris is going to go ahead and pull out his... Actually, he's going to go ahead and take a fire at the stack of papers in front of him with his Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so the one you Eldritch Blast.
Oh no.
Oh.
At 8 to hit.
So in the midst of all this frustration, or perhaps the paper was a lot more agile than you expected it to be. You cast Eldritch Blast, and the paper just very gently freezes away. And as all of this is happening, you guys have a split second to also notice your surroundings as your eyes follow where that Eldritch Blast hit. And you see, you're not the only ones in this mess. Maybe half or so of the stationery within the office is no longer stationary and seems to be enacting some kind of vengeance upon you all. As you see that Karen is also being attacked. And you see that Bob, who you never know what he does, but he's a nice guy, he's being attacked by the fax machine. It's all
not Bob.
just sheer chaos. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
For now, that's gonna be it for Dacris.
Okay. Lavanya.
Okay. So Lavanya is so in front of me there is a the printer and something else, or just the printer?
There, so in front of you is the printer,
Uh-huh.
and barreling towards all of you at this point is the Jello with a stapler turned gelatinous cube.
Oof. Okay.
It's
So
it's lime Jello.
okay. Important distinction. Lavanya, being considering the fact that she has worked here for a while, I want to see if I have had some previous experience of office stationery and office equipment just going crazy and mad, and if that happens, how was it solved? I want to just kind of see if I can figure that out.
So, and for everyone's sake, how long have you been here in tech support within the company?
I have been here probably more than 10 years. I'm probably like, I joined here early when the company started, and I have just been like spending all the time in tech support, not really going anywhere, that kind of a deal.
Then you remember that this seems to happen about every 6 or so years, every 5 years. So this is the second time. However, the previous smaller office that occupied before the Bureaucratic Guild also experienced this. And you know that did seem to happen every 5 or 6 years or so, and always on Hollow's Eve, where the veil between, in this case, object and alive is thin.
Okay. Lavanya is good.
How it was solved,
Uh-huh.
it was solved by simply beating all the stationary items back into non-sentience.
Amazing. As soon as was that just a free action? Do I get an action now to do something, or?
That was a free action.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, she's going to first of all use her bonus action to rage. Be like, I told you to work properly, and then like she's just going to like punch the printer like once with her unarmed strike.
Excellent. Barbarian tech support, guys. It's perfect.
So I'm just going to do my unarmed strike. So
Did you try hitting your tech?
Yes. Instead of turning it off and turning it on again, have you tried smashing? Have you tried raging?
that's 17,
That hits.
and that would be straight 6 points of damage. Because for my unarmed strike it just says 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that was your bonus action and your action. Would you like to move, though you are in melee range?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to look at the Lula. You said you were like an intern, right?
No. I started working in the company like 4 months ago.
Okay.
And she's just, as it is in HR, slow on the uptake on what's happening actually, and everything. Just the last 2 months, she was occupied with making sure everyone has access to free water.
Very important.
Okay, like Lavanya is just going to turn to Lula and say like, listen, this happens every few months, and all your payslips and employee letters are going to be destroyed now. Be ready for that, okay? And then she's just going to like shake her a few times and just get ready.
They did not tell me that when I applied for this job. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of complaints, so probably have to prepare this. So since we're gonna have a lot of complaints anyway, am I allowed to burn this down? Great.
Spoken like true HR.
And that ends my turn.
And now the barreling cube of lime jello has made its way towards both Lavanya as well as I believe Lula, you're next to Lavanya. It's going to come next to both of you. So now you are both kind of in between this giant cube of lime jello with a stapler in it. And you notice a few missing paper clips, a few other things now that it's up close. And on the other side, you have the printer. And the cube is going to go in to attack you, Lavanya. I do not believe that a 15 hits, does it?
15 would hit, unfortunately.
15 hits, okay. With that, it is going to have this part of it that is, as it's trying to barrel towards you, attempt to also engulf you. And as its attack has landed, that it is going to enter your space.
Mm-hmm.
Now you find yourself surrounded by lime jello.
Mm-hmm.
You can grab the items inside if you want. They're in your reach now. And I'll need you to make a dex save to see if you're able to avoid the onset of lime jello. You do, for that attack, you do take 12 damage.
Is it bludgeoning?
It's
or...
acid damage.
Oh no, okay.
Although I'd like to call it lime damage, but it's acid damage.
Okay, so let me just take the damage first. So which means like, because for raging only the bludgeoning and slashing counts, right? Anyway. Okay. So dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. My D&D Beyond is really, really slow for some reason. I'm not sure what to do. I pressed the dexterity saving throw button and it's still rolling.
Oh. I guess if it's really not working, do you have dice around you?
Unfortunately, no. But I could roll.
Yeah, that would work.
I could roll on my phone or something. So that's +1. Oh, that is. Sorry, that's a 9.
Oh, unfortunately, the DC was 12.
Okay.
So you are now inside the lime jello cube, next to the printer and next to Luna.
Okay.
This is new.
The lime jello, that one is new for sure. And with that, as you are inside this giant cube of lime jello, the animated printer will now go in to attack you, Luna. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. You'll be taking 13 damage.
Oh dear.
This brings us to Samantha Sam, Algebra Cadabra. The last name is just wonderful.
Thank you.
Samantha just looks at the gelatinous cube and goes,
Oh my, oh dear, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it so wrong. You're supposed to increase your size by 2% more for maximum absorption. And then you're supposed to retract it by 10% more for, you know, keeping things inside. And she keeps talking and casts
Just eat yourself out.
and casts Mind Sliver.
Okay, so is that an attack roll or do you need me to roll a save?
It's a save.
Okay.
It's intelligence save.
Well, I mean, we all know that Jello's very much known for its intelligence. I rolled a 7 minus 5 with a grand total of 2.
Yes, that doesn't make it.
You know, I would certainly hope not.
Bally.
How do I roll 2d6? Here. That should work, right? Yes. That's 7 damage.
Wonderful. And so that was your action. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action and movement?
No, she just like tries to explain to this gelatinous cube how to do its job better.
Optimizing gelatinous cubes. Wonderful. Luna, it is your turn. We're back to the top of the initiative.
Yes. So Lula is just staring at everything going up and attacking, and after getting the okay to burn things, I am going to cast Produce Flame and attack the paper stack
Oh,
nearest to me.
excellent.
Oh, first, I have to roll this one. That's a 16 hit.
That definitely hits a stack of paper.
Great. Then that's 9
Nine.
damage.
You
Fire
notice that the fire damage seems to really effectively slowly incinerate this paper.
Meanwhile,
That
Lavanya is just
it
inside Chase going like, good job.
inside the jello, and the paper.
I'm gonna
does-
give you the document to charge. Like, if you have any complaints, you can do this later. For now, I'm just gonna burn this place down.
Yeah, chaos, fire!
So the paper is looking pretty worse for wear right now. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Yes, I would like to cure wounds on myself.
As a bonus action?
Yeah.
I believe it's an action, unless you mean
Healing Word is an action, if I'm not wrong.
healing word.
Sorry, Healing Word is a bonus action, if I'm
Healing
not wrong.
word is an action.
Yeah. Yeah, is it
Okay,
healing
then I'm
word?
just gonna do healing word. I have both. I
Wonderful. And produce.
wasn't sure which one was the bonus action.
Yeah. No, excellent. And produce flame is a cantrip, so you are good.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to the fury of the
Yay.
pens.
Oh no.
That's a 7.
The pens continue to attack their existing targets, with one on Samantha and another one on Dacris. So I will roll each of these. The one on Samantha, that is a dirty 20.
That's
And the one on Dacris will attack with a 14.
Misses.
That misses. So then, Samantha, you will be taking 3 damage as the paper only very briefly scrapes onto you. And
Hey!
sorry,
that
as the
hurts.
pen. And now the papers. The papers, we have one that has made its way towards Lula, and then we have the stack of papers that you were working on, Dacris, and each of them will also make an attack against each of you. For Dacris does, and I believe a 19 will hit, and for Lula, I'm afraid I rolled a natural 20.
Why?
The paper has critted against you. So for that, for Lula, that is going to be a 14 damage.
Okay, I do not look good.
Yeah, and for Dacris, then I believe that hit as well. So for you, that is going to be a 7 damage. The paperwork has just gone wild at this point. And that brings us to your turn, Dacris.
All right, Dacris is gonna turn to his favorite pen, and is gonna go, not now. I'll deal with you later. And is gonna go ahead and use phase step to teleport it 30 feet away from him to another desk.
You're going to teleport. So
Yeah.
face step, you will teleport to another desk.
I'm gonna teleport the pen to another desk. Yeah, so I have phase step
okay.
spring, which allows me to teleport one willing creature within 5 feet
Oh,
to an unoccupied space that I
Wonderful.
can see within 30 feet.
wonderful. Do you need me to roll for that, or does it happen?
It just happens.
Wonderful. So do you want to, you have a choice. There's so many desks around you within 30 feet because let's face it, office workers are optimized when they are working in close quarters. So you can transport it to any of the desks of your colleagues that are here, or you can transport it to a desk of someone else.
He's gonna go ahead and transport it to Bob's desk. He knows Bob won't mess with it because Bob doesn't do nothing.
Okay, so you transport the stack of papers, was it, right?
It's not, or the pen.
The pen. You successfully transport one of the pens to Bob, and in a moment you will see what will happen with that pen and Bob.
So he utilized that as a bonus action, and as his action, he's gonna say, "Boy, is it feeling pretty chilly in here?" It's gonna go ahead and cast frostbite on the stack of papers.
Wonderful.
So,
So this is a stack of
need to make
papers
Constitution
that is
save throw.
con save on it. Papers are clearly very hardy beings. With a 7.
Nope, threshold was 14, so it takes 5 points of damage.
Wonderful. Okay. That was your action and your bonus action. You only have a stack of papers now in your melee range. Would you like to move or stay put?
Dacris is gonna go ahead and stay put.
All right. That brings us to Lavanya.
I can still move around inside the cube, right?
You can move around. You can attempt to you can attempt to make a strength check to escape. And I'll leave it up to you to flavor how you attempt to escape. You can use any means you'd like.
But I won't be able to attack the cube from within the cube.
No.
Okay.
But you can
Just
you can
checking.
grab as a free action. You can grab stationary inside.
Okay, so I will Lavanya look around confused and angry and then stare at her moon-touched sword, which is at her desk, which she didn't take, and she's just going to like scream and then just like punch herself through the cube. I roll a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a 15, I believe. Yeah, 10 plus 5 will be 15. Yeah.
50. Wonderful. The DC to escape this cube is 12. You do find yourself able to break out, having only narrowly avoided a very slow difficulty in breathing, given the lime jello. However, you will smell like lime jello for the rest of the day, unfortunately. And yeah, you managed to get out, and you are you can choose where you get out, so you can go back to exactly where you were, which would put you right next to Luna, and in between both the cube and the printer, or you could choose to exit another way.
I would probably exit another way and try to not get in melee range with the others at this point.
Wonderful. All right. And after you exit, so that was the start of your turn. You do get your full turn after this.
Okay, amazing. So then I will take my sword and turn to the cube and just go 2 attacks at it. I get 2 attacks per action, which I just noticed. So, oh yeah, the first one is a natural 20.
Excellent.
The second one is that probably misses. That's a 10.
A 10 does not miss.
Okay.
So it's not exactly the type of agile and quick. It has no armor. It's Jello. So you're literally just hacking at it.
Okay, cool. So for natural 20, I will roll my. That's a 2d6. That's 8 plus. So that's 8 on the dice, which I double. So 16 plus 5, 21 points of damage.
Wonderful.
And the second attack, that's 11 on the die plus 5, 16.
Ooh, very fantastic amount of damage there. And as you hack and slash at it with your sword, having just escaped, still covered in all of that green goo, and you slice, and a bit of it like teeters off, and you see some pieces of paper clips that are along with it inside. And you do notice that as you are hacking at it, the gelatinous cube is shrinking and looking not so great at the moment.
And one other thing, I have this feature called like Ancestral Guardians. So as I hit a creature when I'm raged, you see this an ancestor of mine just appear as like this immaterial figure next to me. And because of that feature, let me just confirm before I tell you. Yeah, so the cube has disadvantage on an attack that isn't against me. And if it hits someone else, the person it hits has resistance.
Okay, so whoever the Jello hits will have resistance, and if the Jello hits you, it has disadvantage.
No, if the Jello hits someone else apart from me, it has disadvantage.
Ah, apart from you. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Ancestral Guardians are pretty cool. I need to check out that pretty much. Now, for sake of flavor, what does your ancestor that has appeared look like, and what do they say?
You this one is like a much older version of Lavanya. She's probably wearing like a sari, and like she has like a gray hair kind of tied in a bun, and she turns to you like, always have to come to your rescue, and she just like kind of like shakes her hand and it just stands there.
Wonderful. The ghost of grandmothers that would always tell you you're not doing enough. Okay, and with the end of your turn, that brings it to the now rather saddened looking Jello cube. And it is not being the most intelligent at this point. It just knows you hurt it. It will hurt you back again. And it's very upset and therefore unable to tell what's happening. With a natural 1,
Amazing.
it will then start to bobble in confusion as now it's received all this damage, and for that split second it's wiggling.
I just told you how to do it better.
You feel it complain to you non-verbally.
I am only responsible for humanoid. If you have complaints about anything at all and you're not humanoid, I have to send you to a different department.
Yeah, I'm a goblinoid, baby.
Well, perhaps there should be an office services department specifically for animated office problems.
I'm pretty sure we have a department for that too.
Probably they're not doing their job. Maybe HR should look into that.
It's Karen's job, I'm telling you.
If you want to like provide a complaint about Karen, we can do this.
Yes, I will.
But first you have to like get rid of this paper stuff.
Yes, and before we resume with the rest of this wonderful battle, I do want to happily announce that we have reached our first giveaway bundle. Thank you for everyone that is now in the chat that has come to join us and has come for this wonderful cause. And let's keep the ball rolling with more shenanigans, more swoopy times, and more giveaways. And now we have the printer's turn, which at the state of everything it's beginning to release this mechanical whir that you can see, and the hand that writes out each of the documents in a manual fashion, because that's how this printer works, almost collapses and flies off as ink spouts out, covering all of your desks and all of you. I would like everyone to please make a dexterity saving throw.
That's 23.
James, I kind of didn't use this last time, but I have this thing called Danger Sense, which gives me advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, no problem. I believe, and like this is something that you are also aware of and can see.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe
so,
barbarians have that. So
if the cube is getting hit, it has to roll 1d4 and remove that from its saving throw because of the mind sliver from earlier.
So that's 14 from me.
15. Okay, so we have we have 14. Okay, whoever has rolled below a 12, you'll take the full 22 damage.
Oof.
If you succeeded, you will take half at 11 damage.
Samantha goes to the ground.
Oh
Hits.
no.
How much damage do we take if we roll above?
If you rolled above, you'll take 11.
11
Yeah,
points
I'm
of damage. What is
I'm
it
on the
like?
ground.
Is
It's
it blood?
and no, it's acid damage.
Okay. So that's
Oh, as that has happened, you both of you see Samantha and Zula covered in ink, and they have fallen. Samantha, you were still at your desk. So as you are covered in ink, you just collapse and rest onto the desk itself, looking rather peacefully, as if you're snoozing, perhaps. And Lula, you were mid-sentence yelling at the cube that it is not a humanoid, and therefore its problems don't matter to you, as you unfortunately get covered in ink and collapse as well. And with that, you won't be needing to roll death saves in this instance, but you will roll it just to see if you get a nat 20 to get up. So with Samantha's turn and then followed by Lula, please roll and let me know if you get a nat 20.
That's an 18.
And I got an 11.
So close.
Almost.
So close. So close. Okay.
We were
That
so close.
with one pen that has been flown off to Bob. Bob is now trying to verbally reason with the pen, like, excuse you, you know, I don't got anything to do with you. You're not even my pen, and you're attacking me. And the other pen at this point is going to go to the nearest desk, which, thankfully to you, Samantha, it is not onto yours. It has jumped to the nearest desk over, which is a new intern that you haven't quite met, except for the hi, hello, I'm new here, and you forgot their name at this point. And that brings us back to the swarm of books, with one that is going to come towards you, Dacris. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And you'll be taking 18 paperwork damage.
Ooh.
The other stack of paperwork is going to make its way towards Lavanya, but it can't quite attack now on this turn. And that will bring us to Dacris.
All right. So as a bonus action, Dacris is going to go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike. Go ahead and try to get away from this stationary that's beginning to hurt him. And he basically wants to take off. He basically wants to try to move, not necessarily near Bob, but actually, yeah, he's going to go ahead and move in a direction, general direction of Bob stopping at Bob's desk.
So, all right. So with Zephyr Strike, you're able to effectively disengage away from any of the attack of opportunities that may come. And you go towards Bob, and Bob is like, whose pen are you? You're not mine! As the pen has been effectively taken out of the combat for now. Instead, it's entered the combat with Bob. Bob seems fine. He's usually fine all the time.
Doctor's going to turn to Bob. Bob, can you do something for once? These books are attacking me.
Yeah, I'm doing something. I'm talking to the pen.
I need you to do more. We already talked about this. You need to be more than just someone who sits here all day.
But roll persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
Let's see which one is higher. Oh, they're both the same. We're gonna roll persuasion.
I mean, that's kind of your job as in marketing.
I rolled a 12.
12. Bob looks at you and says, you know, look, it's been a really very long life, you know, man. That's why, I mean, I try. Fine. And he's not fully convinced, but he's considering it. So you'll see next round if he chooses to do anything. But like most things, with Bob, it's a wait and see and hope for the best.
Perfect. So Dacus is going to go ahead and take out his longbow and is going to go ahead and take a shot at the books that were trying to attack him from a range.
Yep, great.
There's a 13 hit.
A 13 hits.
Okay. Let me just roll the damage for the Zephyr Strike.
Oh, yeah.
So a total of 14 points of damage.
Excellent. How would you like to do this?
All right, so as he takes out his longbow, there's all of a sudden a swarm of insects that begin to. He wears kind of like leafy clothing and it's almost looking like someone who is of nature. So the insects begin to basically come down out of his clothing, create the arrow, and as he draws back and pulls back on his bow, he sends the arrow of insects flying directly into the books and pins it to his desk.
So the arrow goes and it goes into where that a stack of basically the mouth of the paperwork where it has come and uses that as a lever to pin it down onto the desk. And you feel like there should be more of dramatics and theater to this, but really it's not. Right now, it's paper with a barrel on the desk on it, but it's no longer animated.
Perfect. All right, so that's going to be it for Dacus' third.
And that brings us to Lavania's turn.
Okay, so I see Lula go down, right?
Yeah, you do. You see both Lula as well as Samantha go down. Samantha went down while still seated at her desk, while Lula has gone down rather next to you. So if you just take a short step, it's barely like a 5 foot move.
Okay, so I'm going to look at her go down and then look at the printer that caused all of this, and like with extra annoyance, if I'll take, like I have 2 attacks, I'll take one of the attacks at the printer and one at the cube.
Excellent. They are both easily within that range to do so. It'll be a cool.
Yeah. So the first one is, okay, that was 10 for the printer.
10 for the printer. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit the printer.
Yeah, but for the cube, it's a 27.
Oh, that easily like slashes the cube.
That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. It's looking pretty rough. The lime jello.
Can I use my movement to kind of stand in front of Lula so that like no one else kind of hits her?
Yeah, you could provide cover for her.
Yeah. So I will do that. Like I'll just kind of stand in front of her and wait for a moment where I can just like pick her up and then run away if it gets overwhelming.
Fantastic. And that brings us to both the cube and the printer's turn. So given that unfortunately, Lavanya, you are the closest, they will both be attacking you. So for the cube, oh, excellent. That is a fantastically low 4. And oh wow. So the first one I rolled a total of 4. The second dice, my dice really like you right now, is on the dice is a 4. So with that, Lavanya, you take this very like protective stance coming between Lula and these two. Well, you're caught between a jello and a printer, and they're both trying to come at you both, but you're able to use your experience as a tech support and stave off both attacks successfully. I'll take death saves from both Samantha and Lula. Again, this is just to check if you get a 20. This is really not the same as rolling death saves. So
Nope, that's a 6.
unfortunately,
I got a
12 and
12.
16. No, but you are basically stable. You're not dying, but you're just in a vulnerable position and surrounded by floating and angry office supplies, which brings us to so to recap, one pen has been yeeted away to Bob. Another pen is still around, and one stack of paper has been fully pinned down with the arrow and gone. The other stack of paper was semi-incinerated to a crisp, and then as it found no very close purchase, has begun to flutter over to a next target. But yeah, it's going to continue to burn and then just kind of float down rather non-dramatically. And so that leaves us with the one pen that is hanging on, ready for attack, looking for a target. And it is, I'm going to roll to see who will attack, if it will come for you. Actually, wait, Ruto, you went further away, right? So that leaves, so that leaves Lavanya as the barbarian target in the center. Does a 17, I believe a 17 hits?
Yep.
So it's going to come at you with its piercing damage.
Okay.
So that's a total of 3 piercing damage. So you get to half that into 1.
Okay.
And that brings us to Dakris, your turn.
All right, so Dakris is going to go ahead and so there's still the stack of papers that are on Dakris's desk that are still pretty much animated.
No, the paper has been stapled with an arrow to death.
Okay, how about the Jello?
Jello is up, looking pretty bad. The printer has had some damage. But yeah, you basically have the pen, the cube, which looks pretty hurt, and the printer.
So Dakris taking a look over at the Jello, spotting his stapler and a gelatinous, is going to point at the Jello and is going to go, "Hey, that's my stapler. I've been looking for that for months." And it's going to go ahead and use lightning lure to go ahead and fire it off. He's going to basically want to pierce the Jello with it to grab his stapler and basically pull it back towards him.
Wonderful use of the spell. All right. Is that an attack roll, or do you need me to roll or something?
Yeah, it's going to you need to make a strength check.
Wonderful. Okay. So for that is a wonderful strength check of 9.
Oh, perfect. What was the threshold? So it takes 12 points of damage as he grabs his, or basically wraps his stapler and gets to pull it back towards him.
So you successfully pierce the Jello with that lightning strike that comes out from you, and you position it perfectly onto the stapler, and you see the cube as it was previously wiggling from its failed attack attempt when it rolled a 1 for it, while in that mess. Now it wiggles while it is also electrocuted. And it takes that damage quite heavily, and it's looking far worse as parts of it come off with the sparklers of the lightning damage, that it begins to slightly shrink further back to its original jello plate size. It's looking very rough. Would you like anything else on your turn?
That's gonna be it for Dacris.
Okay, that brings us to Lavania's turn.
Okay, so if Lavanya sees the cube being in the state it is, she's gonna just use both of her attacks at the cube and just like
Give me the first attack. Let's see
Okay.
where it lands, and then we'll see where your character would naturally place the second one based on how you do.
that's a 13, 1-3.
A 13 hits the cube.
Amazing.
It has a fantastically difficult AC of 6.
And 7 points of damage.
7 points. And yes, you can use your second attack onto the cube.
Okay. So that's 26.
Ooh, nice.
12 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
Okay, so I'm gonna just like look at the apparition of my grandma just like standing there and be like, Grandma, just hold on to that thing for me, will you? And then like I'll just ask her to kind of like hold on to the cube and just like kind of like stab the cube like 2 times and then just like kick it with my legs and just like one done, one to go, and then like turn to the printer and just like growl at it like.
Wonderful. So you growl and hack and slash and hack and slash, and you see the jello as it's wiggling, electrocuted, and begins to have blobs of that jello fly elsewhere, and it goes down to the same size of a normal jello plate again. This time with a distinct hole of where the stapler was. You could see a silhouette of the stapler shape still intact, and it is no longer part of the encounter. And you glare at the printer menacingly, and it glares back. And now it's the printer's turn. It does not get its ability to spew ink everywhere again. So instead, it's just going to attack you, Lavanya. And that is a 12.
Nope, this is...
Wonderful. It glares back menacingly. It doesn't have its arm anymore because the arm had exploded off in the last attempt. You're going to have to find that and fix it again to make it work. It's somewhere in the office, and it tries to sputter the ink towards you, but instead you just see it go poof, and the ink just drips into a little fire. And that brings us back to both Samantha and Lula. Again, this part, it's not really rolling death saves. It's just going to be a roll to see if your character comes up from... Oh!
I don't know if I got a nat 20 or a 1 because it just says beyond the dice, but...
No, you got it at 20. So, Lula. Sorry, Samantha. With that, you having only briefly, it's just been a couple of seconds of you down. You were last yelling at the cube, telling it to perform its job better. And then you get up and you find ink all over you, all over however your desk setup normally is. The cube is now back to a jello plate. There's no longer a stapler inside it. The paper that was plaguing you has found its way away from you. And you see that Dacris is now further away with a bow and an arrow. Lula has also been down, and you just have a stare-off death match between Lavanya and the printer.
And Samantha just rises and is like, "Ah, love my power nap!" Points a finger at the printer and casts firebolt at it.
You got fireball on the printer. Excellent. I'll roll a dex.
That's a 15.
That's a 15 total damage, and
No, 2 hits. It's a 15.
sorry, 15 firebolt, not fireball. Sorry,
No,
I got excited. I just imagined fireball in the middle of the office, and I ran with it, not realizing it's not the class. I just want more chaos. I think 15 does not hit the printer, unfortunately, even though I really wish it did.
I'm going to use my magic item to turn that into 17.
That's exactly, it's AC.
So you see there's a little pendant on Samantha that's like a little clockwork item that goes tick tack, changes the roll, and it hits anyway for 12 fire damage.
Okay. 12
Yeah,
fire
it
damage.
burns everything!
Excellent. The printer is slightly crisping up, singed. It takes that damage fully. And at this point, any one of you that takes a second to look around, there's like little plumes of fire everywhere. There's bits of paper, the smell of burned paper. There's floating pens that are now running away from people. Someone's chasing one of them. It's just chaos all across. But there is that one guy that has been around the company for so long, but you don't actually know his name, and he's just walking around watering the plants. Totally unamused and uninterested in anything happening, but he's diligently keeping all the plants in the office watered. And the printer is starting to have some smoke come out of it as it begins to tire out. And with that, we have Dacris, your turn.
All right, so Dacris is gonna go ahead and pick up a stapler. Is gonna take a good look at it. Oh, my beloved stapler, where have you been all this time? I'll never let you leave my sight again. It's gonna go ahead and put it in his pocket. And it's gonna go ahead and turn towards the printer and take a shot at it with his arrow.
Okay, you have to. You can add that back to your inventory. So you roll to attack the printer. Unfortunately, a 14 does not hit.
Okay, that's gonna be it for Dacris.
Okay, Lavanya, your turn.
And like as Samantha had done the firebolt, Lavanya thought that would have downed the printer. When it doesn't, she just like grins and goes for hopefully the last two hits. She has been dreaming about this day for a very long time, where she could just destroy the office stationery. First one misses. I guess that's a 15. And the second one is a 26.
26 definitely hits. The 15 unfortunately misses.
That's 14 points of damage.
14. It is so close. It is looking. Bits of smoke are coming. You hear that faint smell of paper and acid and all of that just does not smell very good with all that fire damage and electricity damage all across, but it is still up.
Okay. Where is your off switch? And that's what Lavanya is shouting as she's trying to like kill the printer.
Okay. And that brings us to first, since Samantha is up, and then also while on deck, Lola, if you can roll to see if your character will be coming up as well. So, but yeah, Samantha, your turn.
I would like to get up, please.
I'm so sorry. I completely zoned out when you called my name.
That's fine. That's all part of D&D. It gets very overwhelming very easily.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna firebolt again at the.
Yes.
Oh,
When
that's
in
a nat
doubt.
one.
When in doubt, firebolt. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it
that
didn't
one
work.
doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. So,
So
any,
you
do
just see
you have any
Sam
bonus
just
action?
pointing at things randomly, but because she doesn't know that she's a sorcerer, it doesn't always work, is what's happening. It's like fire!
It's, you just are there on your desk just screaming out, and you get like bits of the fireball that tried to manifest from your fingers attempt to come out, but instead you just have a little bit of a fiery glow around you as this little goblin says fire. Okay, that brings us all around again back to Dacrys's turn.
All right, so seeing that the Lobo fired off shot didn't work, Dacus is gonna go ahead and cast his witch bolt at the printer.
Yes. Also, I just love the amount, the series of sentences that we can say in this game. Like I cast X at the printer, and I cast the Jello. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, a 15 does not hit.
Curses. Okay, so that's gonna be it for Dacus. Dacus won't use any bonus actions or making any movements, and he's gonna just turn to Bob. Bob, how are you coming along, Bob?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. When did you say you need it?
Bob, I told you already. We had a tight deadline to meet. You're supposed to have known this already.
What was it again?
Never mind, Bob. Just get it together, Bob. I expect more from you.
You know, I expect more from me too. You know, it's just. Yeah, Bob,
Maybe I was a little bit hard on you, Bob. I'm sorry.
Bob, amidst all this chaos, just sits down, reclines his chair, and grabs his coffee and just sips. And that brings us to Leviathan.
Yeah, she's just going to she's going to use so I am going to use reckless. At this point, she's just
Excellent.
she just wants this printer to go down. So the first attack will be reckless. Because yeah, that with reckless it comes to an 18.
Yes, that hits.
That would be 14 points of damage.
For another time in this encounter, tech support has really gotten all the kills. How would you like to do this?
I would like to think this time, as Lavanya is kind of screaming, "Where's your switch?" Her grandma just walks up and be like, "It's here. Where are you looking?" And then she just looks and just casually just hits it with a sword, and then it just stops.
So, as you hit the printer with the sword, you see it calm down, and all of that mechanical whirring that has brought it to life just quiets. The machine itself is silent, although how much you can hear that the machine went silent varies based on the screaming and the random conversations. And you hear bits of, did you get my email? I need a response right now. And then you also just hear someone snoring. And then the printer, you see the part where you load up the paper, begin to release the paper that was jammed.
Oof.
The printer was angry that it was jammed and has chosen chaos.
Oh. As soon as the printer is down, I'm going to go to Lula and see if I can,
You're out of initiative order now. You're the floors for all of yours to be, and Lula, you would slowly rise at however way that Lula would in her given the situation.
Luna just days on the ground. It's like, how many vacation days do I have left?
Wow, you got vacation days already? Lucky you!
And Sam just casts prestidigitation to just clean everything, like her desk, her clothes, everyone around her.
And as you are cleaning out part of that mess, you see slowly the chaos is dying down at different variances. Some people have simply transported the problem to another floor. Some people have dealt with it. Some people have chosen to get like a large vase and shove it on top of some papers. But everyone's dealing with it in their own way. And this intern that usually sits next to you, Samantha, comes and holding a tray with candies, and there seems to be employee names on them. And she says, corporate told me to give candies to everyone. Here you go. And she doesn't know your name, so she's just sort of trying to hope that you'll pick out your names yourselves.
Samantha is waiting for everyone to pick their candies because she's good with numbers, but not with letters.
So each of you grab your candy bag, and you know most of the candy that is available here within the city. You do spot a few of them that you recognize as, oh, these two pieces are magical candy that is from the most recent experimentation by the Bureaucratic Guild.
And we have the candy with us now. Do we know what type of
You do.
magic?
No. If you want to know what magic candy you have, I'll need each of you to roll 2d6s, and I'll tell you what candy you got.
Okay.
Okay. That's an 8.
I roll a 4.
No, give them separate to me. So, because
I
you
got-
have 2 pieces of candy, each one
Oh.
is different.
I got the
Okay,
2
so
and the
then it's a-
5.
Okay.
2 and a 6 for me.
2 and a 6. So for 2, you have a
1 and a 3.
So a 1 is a chocolate owl bear. A 2 is a beholder gummy. And a 4 is a good berry mochi.
I
Dice
have a
roll
3.
2 6s.
2 6s.
And
You
I
got
got a
2
5 as
peanut
well.
butter ooze fudge.
I got 5
And
as
what?
well.
5. So that you got Feywild sprinkles.
Oh.
You will know
I
what
have
each of them
3.
does upon ingestion, unless you'd like to expend any other means to find out first.
I have Arcana, so I can just try to guess, I suppose.
Sure, roll for Arcana to see if you're able to know what it does.
14.
14. So the Feywild sprinkles, you know that if you would eat it, it seems to have a charm effect. Though, given that you are the one that eats it, it's likely that you will be charmed by whatever you see first. And what was the second candy you had?
Beholder Gummy.
The beholder gummy seems to have a limited effect where it may or may not cause a magical item on your person to stop working for a few minutes.
Does Sam tell everyone this information?
Sam just goes,
Wow, I got the feeling this is gonna be fun!
Oh
So
no.
Sam does not share this.
Sam just gets a weird feeling because Sam still doesn't know that she is a sorcerer. At level 5, she has no clue.
Luna would go up and walk over to Darkris, and everything still kind of hurts, and you can see that she's full of paper cuts, and she just looks at you. I think you have to fill out document 23.678. for unorganized workspace and endangering your coworkers with malicious stationery? Because I am pretty sure that that stapler is yours.
I'm sorry. I'm not the one who's ordering office supplies here. You better speak to the office manager about this. She's the one
Who's
who
the
switched
o-
stationery companies.
Is that about Karen again?
I'm pretty sure it was Karen. I told her good that we shouldn't be switching companies in the middle of a quarter, but she decided to go ahead and switch because it was going to be the cheaper option to go with.
Okay.
That sounds like Karen.
Lula would use her earring of message and would call up her superior and be like, "So, we just got attacked by objects that came to life, and I have a problem now because I don't know who should be responsible for that, and I'm pretty sure that we have to fill in a complaint. And marketing said it's about the office supplies that were ordered from Karen. And how do we proceed in this case? Because I'm pretty sure I almost died. Do I get a bonus for that?"
So
Uh,
you hear from a response from the company issued messaging device that you have. It says, yeah, all of us got attacked. You know, it's just, who knows what's happening here all the time. I swear, this is it. Too normal. I promise you, it's a healthy working environment. But yeah, it sounds like Karen's fault.
Okay, so everyone listen up. This is Karen's fault, and I have to tell you that this is a safe working environment. And did you know that we have free water? So you do not have to pay for that at all. Isn't that great? So please do not sue us.
Is Karen going to be fired? She deserves to be terminated for this.
Karen, do you want to be fired?
Meanwhile, DM, would I know if like there is some kind of I don't know, first aid area or something in the office to kind of heal up, patch yourself up or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, so there is a medicine room that has basic supplies that basically you can use to short rest there.
Okay.
As far as you know, it doesn't have any ongoing chaos. So as your characters go on a short rest, and as we ourselves will also take a short break. We'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll return to see how Karen responds to the question if she would like to be fired or not.
Great. So we take short rest, right?
Yeah, take a short rest. And we are back. Once again, thank you to everyone for joining us and for sticking around for after the break. We will now resume the quirky adventure of these disgruntled and maybe a little bit naive and excited office workers as they have just successfully vanquished office supplies with paper cuts to show their battle scars against bureaucracy itself. And with that, as you turn to ask Karen, Lula, if you ask her if she would like to be fired, she, also having some paper cuts herself, turns to you with a glare and says, no.
Okay, Karen said she doesn't want to be fired. I don't know what to do here.
Either she goes or this new stationery company goes. One of them needs to go.
The
I'm pretty sure
stationery
we
is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Look, just because it attacked a little bit, it doesn't mean that it's bad quality. If anything, it attacking shows that we really found the correct cost to quality ratio. It's very durable. Look at it. It's hardly broken. This pen stabbed me in the face and it's still intact.
Darren,
I disagree. I can feel
Darren
the
making
real
a
weight
good
of the
point.
paper shift.
the printer killed me almost.
Okay,
I'm
so
not in charge of the printer.
anyone listen, who has a problem with Canon?
I do.
Please
The
raise
new
your
paper
hand.
clogged the printer.
Okay, so we got to sit down together and have a productive conversation, and we'll start with saying something nice, and then we say something we do not like, and then we say again something that we do like. So how about we start this? Dakris, what do you like about Karen?
Can you come back to me?
Okay, then Sam, what do you like about Karen?
I guess just killer shoes.
So you have good shoes. This is great. We're doing fine. Lavanya, what do you like about Karen?
And then Lavanya is still having her sword out, and she kind of like very distractedly is looking at it and suddenly turns to her and be like, that one time she gave me water.
Right. She wants you
Water
to
is
stay hydrated.
important.
So yeah. Okay. So now we talk about what do you like about everyone else, Karen?
So before we get into this, we have to define like, right? You know,
And
what
that's
does
what
like
I
even
dislike about
mean?
Karen, by
What
the
does
way.
like
Oh no,
even mean?
we do not talk about dislike yet. We talk about what they do good.
Now, then, which brings up a very important question that I think all of you'll agree. What is good?
Okay, so next up is what we don't like about Karen.
This right there, that's what I don't like about Karen. Amongst other
Yeah.
things.
Okay, that's
Marketing,
very good.
you know the importance of agreeing on definitions.
Okay, Dakris, what do you don't like about Karen?
I don't like that she switched to our paper company. We had good paper quality before. Now it's terrible. And I can't take it
Okay.
anymore.
Okay,
Look,
now
that paper,
Lavanya.
that paper survived a firebolt. It's good quality.
We do not discuss this. We are talking about what we dislike about you right now. Okay, Lavanya, what do you not like about Karen?
Very seriously, Lavanya says to Karen like, that day when she gave me water, she didn't know my name or where I worked or what my department did, or we joined at the same time.
How am I supposed to keep up with everyone, really? You know, I mean, I have so much to do. And besides, let's face it, names are such an archaic way to get to know anyone. We get to know each other through our reports.
Okay, but you do have to learn everyone's name because you are the office. You are in charge of office, and everyone is here in the office, so you have to kind of learn the name a little bit.
I know the office's name,
That what is the name of the office?
John.
That is not correct.
Yes, it is. I asked him.
You asked the office what his name is.
Yes.
So did you make everything that is an object attack us because you can talk to objects?
No, obviously not. And the office
Are you
is
sure
not
though?
an
Did you check?
object. Don't let him hear you call the office an object. He'll be very mad.
Okay, I don't like this about you.
I don't need to be liked. I'm excellent at my job. And we're sticking to this supplier, okay? It brought down costs by at least 3%. Worth it.
Okay, but I almost died, and I'm pretty sure Sam also almost died, and I'm not sure about what Bob is doing, but he's still talking to the pen that is no longer moving. So I think that brings us down to about 20% of production today.
Well, dying falls under HR benefits, so that sounds like it's something you have to deal with.
Yes,
I
this is why I tell you we cannot have people die.
Yeah,
This is bad for us.
But Karen, I'm a goblinoid. I'm not part of HR. It's responsibility.
no
And I almost died.
humanoid. You are. I mean, I think goblinoid humanoid is almost the same thing. Fine, maybe. Okay.
No, we do
How
have
dare
we have a
you.
I
different.
have-
That is so
I have-
bad of you.
Wait, I have a wonderful idea. Marketing. Let's rebrand all of HR.
No, please don't do
No.
that.
I ain't touching
Thank
any of
you.
your ideas.
Maybe we call it the Creature Collective. I don't know. We need a more inclusive name, don't we?
Well, we
Anyway.
do have a department that is called CR for creature research.
Maybe we need to combine both of you. Restructure again, keep things fresh.
Maybe we should just fire Karen.
Yeah.
I'm leaving this
I'm always down to
conversation.
fire, Karen.
Excuse me, hello, yes. I would like to have Karen fired. Can I do this?
You can, but you just need to fill out form A621B and VXYG, as well as get that signed by legal, and then you'll be able to fire her. But it can take about 6 months processing.
Yeah, okay, I think Karen just died, so can we just fast boil this?
Oh, if she's died, that's a lot faster. Yes.
Okay, great. And I hang up. Everyone, if Karen dies, this will go lots faster. But if we do not do that, we have to fill out lots of paper, and it will take about 6 months.
Okay, and
So-
then like Lavanya just takes her sword back out again, like.
Wait, before you do that, can everyone please sign this NDA?
As you guys are discussing how to best and effectively fire Karen or more, all of you get a collective call from your sending devices, the company issued ones. You all understand that this is a group call and that it seems to be between the five of you, as well as the CEO's secretary, who is prompting the call. The CEO's secretary chimes in and says, "You have been selected to join an important project task force. Your job is to propose something that the inhabitants of the city will buy. Maybe it'll make them happy. That is optional. The bottom line is what matters. Don't worry about the budget. You're all in a collective team. It's up to you to propose something. You may also have a budget to hire one assistant to aid you with this project. And you have until the end of day. I will be waiting for you with the CEO in room A1203B, capital B, that is, small c, and 3 spelled out.
Is it next to the
Goodbye.
war
It will
room?
be
Okay.
you cannot respond to this message."
All right. I have an idea. Hear me out. How about a sexy calendar, but it's
Fruit.
3D?
I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that because of the, being family friendly and stuff.
Now hold on. You may
But,
be doing something.
How about? Okay, but how about? I know you know how great it is that we have free water now. What if? Hear me out. Next, we have fruit, like apples and sometimes even a banana.
That
Wouldn't
could
you
work.
like that?
How about we propose some actual technical useful thing? Should we? Wait, no, I like the banana idea. Let's do the
Yeah,
banana idea.
right. I knew you'd like it. It is very good for you and healthy, and having it for free makes working here way better.
I'm thinking more so the 3D calendar. I feel that it's going to definitely take us places and be able to get this company's name on the map. And we just need to go into specifics about what's the 3D part.
How about a 3D banana? Wait,
Banana?
that doesn't work. And then she just like kind of like goes back to, I need to read some books, and she kind of like tries to find some book in her desk where like maybe she can find some ideas because she doesn't know what to do.
If you need a list of sexy people to put in the calendar, I have that. Don't
No,
ask
wait,
why.
we are
I just do.
still family friendly, please, everyone.
Yeah, it can be tasteful and sexy.
Like how?
You know, turtlenecks are sexy. And
No.
that's SFW. Yeah, it's safe for work. Yeah. And nice. A nice man with a turtleneck. And maybe a boob window. Maybe. Just maybe a boob window. You know? Just a little bit.
I think the witches would like that actually. Would they? Maybe? Do you think we can still have fruit though?
That
Or
would
will
be
that
nice.
be the budget?
I mean, they could be holding fruit in the pictures.
Oh yes, I like that. Please give us. So okay, hello. Yes, we came up with idea already.
If- Should we discuss it some more, or is this?
No, this is great. I don't know why you want to discuss this.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
so
we have-
you get a response from the
Yes.
secretary.
We have
Oh,
a
are you
very
ready?
good idea, and this will bring us back on the map. And marketing already said this will work great because they did the research. And
Fantastic.
we
And,
want a tasteful and sexy calendar, and they have to be, with fruits in it. Yes.
I hear you. So you have marketing's approval, your HR, so I guess that's HR's approval. You have
Yes,
accounting.
we
in your
are gonna
team.
we will keep it very family friendly, and no one needs to do anything they don't wanna do, and they get free fruit.
Okay, you're giving me a little bit too much information that I don't actually need right now. So all I need to know is that I need documentation that proves that all of you approve this idea, and then get all of that signed by legal.
Okay, is anyone against it? No, everyone is okay.
No, it needs to be on paper.
Yeah, but we just burnt down.
If
all
it's
the
not on
paper.
paper, it never happened.
But we burnt out. It all burnt down.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I can't read. And I can't write because I can't read. That might be a problem to fill out the papers. If it's numbers, though, it's fine.
You can write.
It's okay. You're accounting. You only need the numbers. That's okay. HR can help you with the letters.
Okay.
But yeah, you need it on paper. And as I said, if it wasn't on paper, it didn't happen. Just like maybe our pay slips this month.
How is
everyone? We're not get paid this month.
How is tech support involved in this? Lavanya,
Oh, well, we figured we want to, advance with the times. And yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, that
Yes,
sounds pretty solid.
Yes.
And at this point, she
So-
just very visually rolls her eyes like.
So Lula's gonna turn around to the insurance like, so we need new paper. Please try not to get killed by it, but we need paper so everyone can sign that they are okay with the sexy calendar.
Okay. So just paper? Do you
No, like
Not the
do you need me
No,
to
like-
Karen. I just pointed Karen.
Or maybe we
Okay.
also need a new printer as well, because the printer also got.
Oh, and
Stack.
pens.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go look for the ones that aren't attacking people.
Yes.
But
And the printer.
Okay, and you just see the intern happily scamper off
See, I
with
see.
singes in their
Do you have the
hair
money for it?
I
and
see.
their collar.
I told you, everyone will like the fruit.
And as the intern is running, Lavanya is just going to say, do you have the money for it? You need to file claim form number 3672. And then you just,
What? And you just see them as they're scampering up, they start writing down.
I just say some number which I think is true.
Okay, so who
Well,
wants
let's
to be
see.
the sexy person?
It was her.
Oh, I got a list.
And you see,
I think Bob should be at the top of that list.
Sam opens a drawer, and there's like a very long list of names of people who are very sexy who work here.
How did you do this? I thought you cannot write or no read.
It's just all numbers, right? People are numbers.
So you just wrote down the number, but who is what?
Oh, you want to know who's the first, eh?
Yeah, that's just the number. I don't know what it means.
Well, you know, when you get hired, you get a number. You know, it said something something and then a bunch of numbers. That's their numbers.
Okay, so who are the sexy person that we are gonna photograph?
Well, this one is Luna Freya. She's
Oh
very
yeah,
cute.
she is very pretty. What fruit do you think she should hold?
A melon, probably.
Okay, I will ask her if she wants to be the sexy person for the calendar and if she likes melons.
Yay! I hope she says yes.
We also need some other people because a calendar has more than just one picture.
Yeah, there's a. Yeah.
Thinking of names real fast.
Sakri said he wants to have Bob.
Yeah, we
What
could
should
have
Bob
Bob.
hold?
Like,
Bob's on the
randomly
list.
come up with NPCs.
Bob's on the list. It's fine. We can have Bob. I don't know for
What
fruit.
does Bob hold? Dakris, what fruit is Bob holding?
I'm thinking apricot.
He is the apricot person, yes. Look at his face.
Yeah, he so is. He so is.
Bob, do you want to be a sexy person who holds an apricot?
He was completely inclined on his chair, opens one eye. You just want me to hold an apricot?
Yeah, and make a sexy face, and then we make a photograph.
Sounds like the right amount of work, sure.
Okay, Bob will do it. Great.
Nice.
And I vote that guy who was watering the plants. I mean, he has a crop already, so we could do
Oh,
something.
yes.
What was his name again? Does anyone know?
I know his number.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
You do
think
know
his
his
name.
employee number.
Yeah, of course I know his employee number.
Yes, his name was Lucas, I think. Maybe. Or was it?
Employee
Lucas.
4458.
Lucas
Yes, this.
Waterman.
Yes,
As
Lucas.
you say the
Waterman.
employee number, it's like
Yes,
Hello.
what kind of fruit do you like?
I dragon fruit.
Okay, dragon fruit is very nice. Will you take a picture with dragon fruit for our sexy calendar? It is very tasteful though. It's for the company and it will be very, very good for your resume as well.
I'll ask your supervisor
So
to
can
write
I?
you a recommendation letter.
Yes. And maybe I can use this to eventually become model.
What?
A model.
Okay.
He stares off in the distance.
He will be
What
doing
is he
great.
staring at?
The plants.
He's stares
that's
off in the
less than
distance as
like-
if now he's thinking of the possibilities you guys have just unlocked. A career in modeling. No more watering plants. Now, only the fashion industry.
His time has come. Okay, great. So, what was that intern's name?
Hmm.
You never
Weirdly
know her
enough.
name.
I don't even know their number.
Do they even
Interns
work
have
here?
names.
I usually just say, hey, please, I
Yeah,
need something. And then they do
I
it.
I just call them Oi, and then they just arrive.
Can
Always.
someone try this so they come back? Because we need that paper.
I
And-
can try. And Samantha casts message. It's like, hey, I need your help, please. Could you please come back?
Oh no,
I
don't
have
ask
the
if they
paper.
got everything.
I have the paper and the pens. Printer's gonna need some time because everyone wants a printer and we only have 5 left and everyone wants 10. So the math doesn't work.
No,
But
you're
I'm
right.
coming back with the rest.
That's fine. Yeah, please come back with the rest, and we'll find a way for the thing that prints the letters and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And they come back with all the papers and the pens. And since marketing has correctly pointed out that the supplier has been switched, you see half of these of the pens and papers are from the old supplier, still leftover material.
Hackers immediately runs over. Oh my goodness, where did you get this? I heard there was a secret stash somewhere, and I couldn't find it. But finally, you found it. You have to give it to me.
Oh, yeah, the secret stash is where we never mind.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, please
no.
continue.
Keep on. Tell me.
It's where we nap, okay?
I'm gonna write it
Okay,
down.
I knew I was overlooking a spot.
But I only nap at night.
That's
Will
fair.
you, will you leave here?
I don't get paid enough to have a place to stay. None of us do. So
Oh,
we
this
nap
sounds not
in the
good.
nap.
I have to talk about this as HR. I have to work around. She says you cannot
fire
live.
me.
Here. Oh no, I'm not firing you. I'm just saying you cannot live
I'm
here.
not
But
as
also,
bad as Karen.
Oh no, don't worry. Technically, you're an intern. You're not really employed yet, so you cannot be fired yet.
True. Can you
Yeah.
hire me?
If you do fine enough, you'll end up being hired, right? That's how that works. I have no idea. I'm just an accountant.
yeah. So I will make sure that you will have a better place to stay at. Maybe, do we have an attic?
There is
That would be.
I know some place where the interns could nap. It's like it's where we put all the dead.
Yet, but it has to be like good for humanoid people because we are a very good environment to work at, and this is a toxic-free place, so no one has to know that the interns sleep in some weird room.
Yeah,
At
but-
least do you have at least a blanket?
Yes. I have
See?
a company issued pillow.
Okay, then much work here is done.
Okay.
You know, if you're
All
ever
right, I'm
cold,
gonna-
you can recycle some of the card boxes that the paper comes in as a blanket. It's so good.
That's a genius idea. You're so smart.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
so
you.
can you give us like 5 or 5 stars on Trustpilot?
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so about this paper. And can you give me the paper, please?
Yeah. So she hands everything over, all the mix of the old supplies, new supplies, whatever she has found.
Yeah, so Nura's looking over the paper and obviously it is blank. And she's like, I think we need to have to write things down, but the printer is broken, so intern, you can have a very important job now.
Okay.
And at that time, like
Uh,
Lavanya just like bends down and asks like, "What is your name again?"
Nura?
Noora. Ah, okay.
I remember which number that is. Thanks. Nice.
Yeah, I remember my number.
You
Thank
need to
you.
do some really nice writing. Did you always get good score for extra good handwriting? Now's your
Yes,
chance.
I graduated top of my class.
Amazing. Go for it.
That
And
is
then I'll
very good. Now, can you please copy that? What is on the screen on this paper? It's just 28 pages.
Sure, no problem. I can do that. I'll need some time, but I'll do it.
Yeah,
Thank
okay, you
you.
have. Okay, we will come back after lunch. Bye bye.
Okay, and the little spastic halfling named Nora is now writing down. She does have gorgeous handwriting, and she's somewhere in between where you're not sure if she's genuinely enjoying this or lying so much to herself that she's convinced herself.
As Samantha leaves, she says,
You're doing such a good job, number 1969.
Thank you.
And then I just tossed the 2 candies I got to her because I don't want to eat
Oh.
that.
She takes them happily. She's like, I have company issued candy.
Yeah, to be careful with those. I think they're magic.
No, they are great for consumption. Please give us 5 of 5 stars on Trustpilot.
Okay. And you see now she like has the candy, she has Trustpilot, and then she has the notes written out to begin writing. So time-wise, as you guys have come up with the idea, spoken to different employees that will join your modeling calendar, sexy calendar. So I'll take a persuasion roll from whoever is heading the discussion to see how many more
I have.
employees you are able to convince join from the list that Samantha has expertly created.
I have a magic item.
Okay.
That's called the perfume of bewitching.
I have that too.
Why did you both have that? When the tech and the accountant are the most charming. Are you for
For
real?
1 hour, we have advantage on charisma checks.
So you do have the presentation also coming up.
Marketing, did you
So yeah.
prepare the PowerPoint?
I knew I was forgetting something. Can we get the intern to work on it? Maybe she can just lump that in with what other things that she needs to work on.
I mean, she did say she's good at multitasking in her resume. So
Yeah, I'm sure she has enough time. We all have the same amount of time in a day, and I'm sure she could pile on a little bit more within that time period.
Can't we just minor illusion it, so that we can, change it on the fly and all that?
Or we asked the intern.
Yeah, but it would be fun.
Maybe we can get her to work on it, and then as she's flipping through the slides, we minor illusion it. That way, we put up something totally different than what she actually worked on.
But that's mean.
That is bullying. I will write you up.
No. That's character building. It just goes to show you that, sometimes the ideas that you put out there aren't necessarily the right ones to go with.
But she's doing so nice. Why are you being mean to her? Is this that kind of company? Do I have to resign?
Oh no, please. We can't have a talk about this. Douglas, will you please stop?
Fine, I'll stop.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I will save the perfume until the presentation, so I won't use it.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go around. Bob and Waterman already agreed to be our models, so we just need 10 more.
So I'm going to take one persuasion roll from whoever is heading this to see if you convince all 10, maybe less, maybe more.
Let me just check. So it has 1 hour, so I can just have advantage on everyone except if we rule that
Yeah.
one of them is not a humanoid.
Well, it's up to you. You could. I mean, you're choosing who to approach.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we want like a slime person to be in here? It is a sexy calendar.
We want
And,
everyone.
and the company does have a variety of all employees.
Okay.
Because
so,
this is a safe environment and we are not toxic at all, and our interns are doing great. Look at Trustpilot, we are 5 of 5 stars.
From one rating.
it's yours. Okay.
So, I'll probably go with Sam, and anyone that seems like she's failing to convince, I'll try to intimidate them.
Okay, and I'll do my
Okay.
charisma with advantage.
Okay, so here's how we'll do it. You roll charisma, and feel free to roleplay a little bit how you would approach these people that maybe you've never spoken to before because you're new at the company. And then if a few don't succeed, roll the intimidation and then roleplay that as well. So we'll start with Samantha.
Okay, so let me just. First one is a nat 20!
Oh.
So Samantha just here.
All a second.
Just
Yeah,
here with a tiny list. She's
Roll a
like,
second.
Hey, hello, that's Freya. Hey, yeah, I'm so nice to see you and meet you for the first time. I really like your work. Hello. We find that you're very attractive, and we would really like you to pose with this fruit. It's a melon, by the way. I think you like melons, right? Just pose with it in a kind of sexy pose, and we'll make like a nice sexy calendar.
Tasteful. This is very
Yes.
family friendly.
Family friendly, tasteful calendar.
That sounds excellent. I absolutely love melons, and you all are bringing the exact change that we need in this company. I'm happy to be a part of this, and I will also give all of you glowing recommendations to your bosses. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
But I do ask that the lemon shouldn't be too ripe.
That's fine.
We just.
Unripe melon. I will write it down.
Now, before we leave, do you have anything that I can put into the newsletter for this month? Because I have to get together a couple of statements from a couple of employees just to let them know how awesome this company is. And I really could use a statement from you and a glowing recommendation, so I can go ahead and push that out in the newsletter that I got to send out this afternoon.
Again, we always keep doing these, don't we? Fine. Okay. I'll come up with one right now, just like yes. The company has reached a record high in performance of things that has shown that it has grown to an advantageous position against the selected competitors.
Perfect. That's an exact statement that I'm looking for. It will fit perfectly within the newsletter.
Great. Happy to help. Good. And, add some numbers to it just to make it sound even more convincing. Numbers are a good tool to convince people. No one really checks if they're true or not. So just put numbers in.
You know what's a good number?
Awesome.
9 is a good number. I like 9. It's nice and round.
So with that nat 20, you do convince actually all extra, the total of 12 people, and others hear of this project. And you have 6 other people ask if they'd like to join as well.
Can we add month? Is that legal?
Yes, I guess.
Can we make people believe that there are like 18 months? Is that something we can do?
I think we can rebrand a year. I mean, I think 12 months is
Okay.
definitely a little bit too short. We can definitely brand it up to 18.
We are rebranding year. This is
We're on
a
the
year
front
is
end
now.
of
Yeah.
a change and a shift in the culture.
Maybe we have
Okay.
a quote from one of the witches saying this year is going to be longer. I don't know.
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
months was so last year.
Yeah,
That
18
sounds
months is
very
the new
good.
trend.
We can call it the office calendar year, kind of. Yeah, you know the Roman that one. We can have the office calendar. That's an actual thing. It has 18 months. It's cool.
Okay. But we're not gonna pay you for the extra 6 months. Just to be sure.
Yeah.
It's written in small at the bottom of the calendar.
Excellent. So, after having finished going and speaking to a good number of employees, you come back and you do find that the intern has finished writing up the kind of the contract things that you've written up, which just states that marketing agrees and so on, and then it just needs each of your signatures. So she is excellent at penmanship, but she's never quite seen one of these documents. So it basically says things like, this document is to talk about the proposal of sexy calendar, tasteful, sexy calendar, something about turtlenecks. And this shows that all of the people below agree to creating this fruit-based calendar with people from the office that is turtleneck optional. And then it just has you guys as names to sign. It's not the worst document, but certainly not up to normal professional standards.
Lula goes and gets some stamps that have like the bureau's address and the logo, and she just like takes the stamps and is like, okay, now it looks official. This should go.
Yeah, we just need to sign it real quick, and then that's official. You know, no one reads the official papers anyway, so it probably works anyway, right? Yeah, it looks official. It's fine.
Okay, everyone, please sign this. Sam, you can just sign with your number.
Yeah.
And you see, it's a very weird number. Like it's longer than everyone else's for some reason. No one knows why.
Wait.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hold on, I can't sign this without my pen. Bob has it.
You can use mine if you want. Careful though, it writes with pink for some reason. I don't know why.
No, but I need that pen. I signed everything with that pen. It is my one special pen.
Bob, please return pen. Can you return the pen?
What is it?
Bob, I
You
gave you
have
my
to
pen to borrow
return that
earlier.
this
I need
pen.
it back.
With what I think is 6 aces. I don't have it. I'll take a perception or investigation check from you, Dactylus, to see if you can find it.
All right, go ahead and roll that perception. And
Can
that
I
is,
just
22.
kind of just like walking up to like Bob and being like putting my hand out and then like give the pen?
As you do that, what's your roll?
22.
22. You see the lime jello has your pen in it.
I can
Oh,
clean
great.
up for you if you can pick it up.
I guess I'll go ahead and pick it up. And Daxterus has this mage hand that extends, or basically these insects that are crawling on Daxterus begins to fall off and create this hand that goes down and picks up the pen and holds it up for Sam.
Yeah.
Just prestidigitation, and the next time you're going to use the pen, it's going to write in pink. They don't know it. It just works that way.
So you do get the pen is successfully launched out of the jello that seems to continuously steal your supplies, and now it writes in pink.
Or brought this gel to the office. Needs to get rid of it. My belongings keep somehow ending up in this jello. All right, now where's the pen? I need to go ahead and, or paper, I need to go ahead and sign it.
I don't know, maybe you could give the jello to Karen and then he'll eat her things instead.
And then Sam tries to like pet the top of the jelly.
You will do that for me, won't ya? Won't ya?
You know
I'm pretty sure
what?
it is from Karen. She's always trying to bring in stuff into the office for us to eat. That's disgusting.
For the sake of it, I know that this should not work with a Jello, but please roll persuasion. We have abandoned logic. We're persuading Jello.
That's a
And-
very good roll.
It's a 24. Oh,
Jello,
dear.
the Jello begins to inch slowly but surely towards Karen. And now you have your document signed up. You are able to secure the signature from legal, as well as you've had quite good, a really good persuasion roll earlier, and word reached to legal and they've agreed. The legal, there's only one employee in the legal department, one lawyer. And he's an eagle named Sus, and he signs your paperwork, and now you are ready to go, and it's now your time to meet with the CEO themselves. No one has ever met the CEO, or at least no one has proof of meeting the CEO. Does anyone remember the meeting room number?
Yeah, of course it's a number. Duh.
It had letters too.
I only remember the number. I'm really bad with letters.
It had an A, it had a C.
I think it was
maybe.
A120BC something something something.
Yeah, that was 120 for sure. And there was at the very end there was also a 5. Yeah.
A number is not a humanoid being. I don't know anything.
I
So
can tell you
now,
how many letters there were. That I know. Because there were 5 letters total. I just don't know what they are.
I'm gonna need a survival check to find the meeting room, as no one seems to remember the number.
Oh no, my survival is so bad. Okay.
I got a net one.
I got a 3.
Oh, the right roll, the 16.
This first.
Oh, okay. So there's a 16, a nat 1, and then what else was there?
3.
3, and one last
A
group
6.
roll, a 6. Oh man, the average ain't good, guys. You go through floor by floor, all of you discussing. I think there was there was this. I think there was this. No, there was definitely this. However, you at least remember that it started with A102, so that eliminated a good quarter of the building away from searching. You eventually, after far longer than you'd like, which it's good that the intern did most of the work, because otherwise you would have been late. But you do eventually find the meeting room, and you see that there's already a figure inside, sitting down. And this room, you all know these rooms. There's an L-shaped table, and usually the most important person sits at the very end of that L. Sorry, a U-shaped table, and they sit at that very end of that U. And then you have your material for presenting, and there's room for any illusion-based presentations as well. And you assume that the figure standing in there is none other than perhaps the CEO themselves. You know very little about the CEOs.
Do you think it's a witch?
Oh no, we're in the presence of greatness. If we do good, we all get promotions. So everyone, bring your A game.
I hope it's a witch. Honestly, I would really like it to be a witch.
You're not
So
getting
who is
promotions,
good?
and then I just walk into the door.
Okay, who's
You are.
I push Darkris in front of me a little bit. Like, okay, you are marketing. Sell this. Go sell this.
But I normally work with a team. I can't sell stuff on my own.
Okay, we are your own now. Go sell us.
Amazing. So each of you walk in, and you see that this figure that's sitting has a very wonderful, large rimmed hat that encompasses most of their face, and they have this big, curly, bushy blonde hair that seems to be a little bit haywire. And Lula, your passive insight is the best among the party, and you see how this figure is sitting with a lot of like commanding presence and energy, but you also, as you pick on, you notice something. You're not quite sure. Something seems a little bit different about them, about their body build. Your focus on humanoids, so you know humanoids quite well. And we have Samantha that has the highest passive perception. You seem to notice that perhaps the head ratio is a bit small to the seeming height. They are dressed in this wonderfully luxurious coat. And as you all enter, the individual clears their throat. You may begin your presentation now. And Lula, you feel like with your insight, you could tell perhaps they're trying to deepen their voice, but it's not quite working.
And Lula would step forward first. It's like, so before we start, does anyone want some free fruit?
I'll take some free fruit, yes.
And what fruit do you like?
I'm partial to apples.
And Lula would just take out some apples and put them on there. And talking about fruit, this is a good way to start our presentation because we are also incorporating, which is very healthy and has good image, is fruit. So, marketing.
Yeah. With fruit, we're gonna be doing some rebranding. Yeah, and this is gonna put the company on the map. And so we were thinking that we will go from 12 months to 18 months. Now, I hope you're following me. 18 months. There's a lot more to do within the 18-month period than there is 12. And we thought we would include some of our very own in the 18 months of rebranding. That way, we could possibly be on the forefront of the next generation of years that are coming up. So, we're here today to kind of bring this to you and offer you the world of service that this company could bring to the world in terms of being on the forefront of trends. And what better way to do it than to have it be within, the sexiness of this company, a good sexiness that is, not a bad sexiness, not that I'm saying sexy is bad. Yeah. Very tasteful. Yeah, tasteful, professional,
family friendly.
Yeah, and includes fruits which are healthy and good, and it's just overall a great opportunity for us to really put this company on the map.
And you see behind us Samantha like projecting with minor illusion on the wall charts with numbers, just random numbers that look good.
And yeah, you can see here, if we have more months, it increases the number of time that employees can work because you have more months to work, It's nice. Yeah. Productivity
Accounting.
increased by 9%.
Accounting? How does this affect fiscal reporting?
How does this affect what?
Fiscal reporting.
It has a good impact. Very good.
Do
Because
you need
people
some
are
water?
happy, so they're more productive. And if they're more productive, the number goes up. If it goes up, it's good. I've been told.
Lula would say. And also, would you like some water? It is free.
Yes, it's a hallmark of how much we care about our employees. Excellent. Free
Yes.
water, yes. Now, HR, if we have more months, do we need to pay the employees more?
No, we have already cleared this. Everyone is agreed we do not pay people. But they will have
Excellent.
but they will do get free water and free fruits.
That sounds like an excellent trade-off. Now, tech support. Do we need more devices for this to work?
Yeah, during the whole presentation, Lavanya is just like staring at the CEO, like not at all being charismatic and just like frowning and staring. And as he says something, he's like, yes, of course, many more devices. We can make money on service contracts if you think about it. Like more devices, more service, more tech support.
It means that people will have to call tech support more so that our services in tech support will bring more money. And then again, the numbers goes up.
I see. Since Lavania's been staring at her all this time, please make an investigation check.
Okay. 15.
15. That is enough for you to see as you're looking at her this much, to see that every now and again there seems to be movement within the blouse. So there's a coat and there's blouse underneath, and the blouse, kind of like how this one is, it has like this sort of opening. You just see a bit of movement from there, not high enough to tell what's causing it.
And like Lavanya at this point has realized, okay, that just means she has gotten herself more work while she wanted to quit. And she notices that. She's like, okay. And she turns to everyone and like just like looks at them like, do you see that? She doesn't really say anything out loud. She just like looks like, do you see this?
Do you think we're selling it well? Maybe we're too over the top with energy. Maybe we need to calm down some.
No, 18 months sounds great. And also, they seem to be really like the fruit idea. I think you did amazing.
Samantha is going to cast Detect Thoughts on her.
Okay, so you're just gonna. So the first part of the tech thoughts lets you probe the thoughts without like digging in. Do you want to do that, or do you want to completely jump into digging in?
The first probe to see, like, if she seems on board with the idea. It was the thing for Samantha.
So you get that you get the sense that they do like the idea. You also get the sense that they seem to be very uncomfortable and complaining that like you get thoughts of discomfort and complaining, and that as if having to come here is just very annoying. And they seem like the way that they're sitting is also uncomfortable.
Do you want a cushion, by the way? Your chair doesn't look that comfortable, right? Right, guys?
No, I'm fine. I'll examine the fruit.
And Sam, wanting to be helpful, takes the water from Lula and shapes water into a nice cushion.
That is unnecessary. Thank you.
Because it's really nice.
No.
That's right. It's like those water mattresses, but it's directly out of water, so you get a bit wet, but still very comfortable. I assure you.
No, I am fine. I'll examine the fruit, please.
Okay.
And I assume maybe you brought with you some of the fruit, or perhaps anything.
Like it's a fruit basket. We're just putting it in there.
Wait, before you hand it over. Dacros is gonna go ahead and pass that druid crap to have flowers kind of bud along the fruit and kind of give it a little bit more of a presentable look.
And as you do that, she looks at it, and you see her. So let's say she's holding one of them, looks at it. Yes, it's good quality fruit, but let's not spend too much on it. Yes, you see her hold down the fruit to chest level, and as if like also looking at it like this. Yes.
I agree.
Okay, approved.
We should definitely take a cost saving step towards this. But while we're here and while I have your ear, there's an issue with the new stationery company that we are going with, and I already brought it to the office manager's attention, and she's not really about creating change. And I'm just trying to get back the quality of paper that we had. I feel like the quality of paper that we have now with the new stationery company isn't really as cost saving if we were to go back with the old stationery company. See what I'm saying?
And what do you propose we do instead then?
I propose we go back to the old stationery company.
At this point, Lula would cast Charm Person.
Okay, so that's a charisma save, right?
Wisdom save. Actually.
Wisdom save, right? Oh wow! This is so. Maybe because I'm not DMing as much as before, but I am rolling like terrible today. I rolled a 6 on the die.
Oh yeah, no.
See, but it's a 6 on the die. So it doesn't matter what modifiers I add unless your save is like a 9 or 10.
No, it's like 14.
Yeah.
So and I nudged Dark Crystal in. I was like, okay, so whatever you want, do it now.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna get rid of Karen. That's exactly what I want. Get rid of Karen. Get a new office manager who's gonna go back exactly to the old stationery company that we had, and we move the company forward from there.
You have advantage on persuasion checks through this please roll.
Oh damn!
22 will be the highest.
Okay, so 22 is great. It's like, all right, HR, fire Karen immediately, and marketing, office management is now under marketing. Thank you.
Perfect.
All. Your ideas approved, and I will see you at the next Halloween party. Maybe not. Goodbye.
I hope to see you.
And they start to get up, and you and again Samantha and Dacris, you both have 16, 17 passive perception. You hear some ruffling, and you swear you heard another voice go, "Ow! Hey, shut up!"
Samantha just leans over and is like, I'm not sure if it's like a bunch of tiny people or animals or something, but I think it's rude to just directly ask. But they didn't really seem to want to tell us, so I don't know what to do.
As HR, I'm just gonna say this: they are paying our, they are paying us, and if you want to be paid, don't say anything.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe the CEO is 3 people sitting on top of each other. In
a trench coat, yeah, that's what I thought maybe. Honestly, as long as I'm getting paid and I have a job, that's really nice. I'm happy because it's so hard in this day to find a job. It's just in this economy.
That's true. Yes, I flunked out of literature and then I turned down my bakery. I'm not changing jobs again, so I don't really care what my CEO looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just a group of people working as a team. Because everyone needs a team to work around them.
Yeah, and the calendar got approved, so I'm happy. I got everything I
wanted. Okay, so I'm gonna go and fire Karen, and you go and order new paper. Okay? That's great.
Perfect.
Okay. Nice job, everyone. High five.
Yay.
And with that, you guys got your idea approved. You got to go back to the old stationery, and you got Karen fired. Congratulations.
Yay!
It
Great teamwork,
takes-
everyone.
It takes about 2 years to launch your calendar, which at that point you had to update it to match that year's calendar. So that took a little bit longer than you'd like, and that caused some delay, but eventually it got launched. You successfully rebranded into 18 months. A lot of people didn't understand the math behind this because they're like, you're not changing the hours. What's happening? How is this working? What ended up happening is that if essentially there are 2 calendars. There's the 12-month calendar that no one talks about. And then there's the 18th month calendar that people use for company speech. And the black market 12-month calendar has become the best way to try to learn to convert. Creating the birthday calendar got so complicated and difficult that it was simply decided to celebrate with large amounts of cakes once a month, and then whoever's birthday happens to land then just show up and say it's your birthday. So that's how that was solved. And the intern eventually became the new office manager under marketing, without any years of experience or anything, but she was just the closest person there, and no one's quite sure what office management does. Eventually, Karen does try to reenact vengeance by sending bad cookies to your houses. It unfortunately doesn't quite work because it turns out her tasted cookies are just really bad. They were actually good cookies. And with that, you guys have a successful, overly long drawn careers at the Bureau, with each of you changing positions every few years, but somehow landing back in the same place with almost nothing changing.
Sounds
To
about
be
right.
fair, Samantha has to
Yeah,
cast
sounds like exactly what-
comprehend languages on every official paper that she receives to translate it into numbers. So, that's also why they always put her back into accounting. It's just easier.
Yes, fantastic. And for those tuning in on Twitch, thank you so much for joining us and for once again supporting this cause. I can speak for myself. I'm so happy to have had this opportunity to also get to know all these wonderful players and to just run a wacky game that lets us all unleash our chaos and healthily channel how we'd like to burn down our offices.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you for DMing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yes. Also, big shout out to Rudolph for waking up at 5 a.m. to play with us.
Hey, I love to do this. Yeah, this is so much fun. I'm glad I was able to get up on time today.
Yeah, I'm so happy you were able to join. Everyone here is coming from different time zones, different backgrounds, so that just goes to show you how brilliant this initiative is. And as we say goodbyes, how about we take a round where everyone once again reintroduces themselves and also shares their socials. I'll start off. My name is Sofia Tejan. I'm currently based in Spain, and you can find me on Twitter at Sophia_D. And with that round, let's go with Regina, who played Samantha.
Yeah, I'm Ejima. I'm a 2D game artist. The game that I worked on actually got launched last week. Yay! It's called Shoot As Blood and Teeth. So if you like Warhammer, you can go check it out. And you can find my social just above my head. It's Ejima on Twitter, Ejima's on Instagram. And yeah, I hope you had fun because I definitely had.
And then we have Ruto, who plays Deckers.
Yep. So hi, my name is J2 Rudo. You can find me everywhere on the internet at J2 Rudo. I'm a ttrpg former, voice actor. Don't currently have any projects going right now in those two arenas, but hopefully looking to get something started up pretty soon. And I'm also a gaming content creator, and I'm a Smite game community streamer. So you can find me anywhere on the internet. I do have a personal Twitch channel. I'm normally over there if I'm not on Smite game, but overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this campaign, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you all for having me, and thank you all for hanging out and participating with us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And then we have Toto, who played Lula.
Hi, yeah, I'm Todoroki, and I've played Lula Lindenbaum. I am Vietnamese and am living and was born in Germany, and I am an artist as well as merch creator, and I have an online store that's Todoroki Pins, and you can find my socials on Instagram and Twitter on Todoroki, right above my head. And I am also tabling at conventions all around Germany, and I'll be at Polaris convention at the end of next week. And yeah, I also do lots of commissions in regards of art. So if anyone needs emotes or character art, I do that as well. And I come from marketing. So I usually work as office management and social media manager as in my day job, and in my free time I play lots of tabletop RPGs like D&D and Monster of the Week.
Excellent. And we also have Fatsan, who played Lavanya.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Watson. So I guess my socials are up above. Yeah, I just mostly just tweet about the games I run and sometimes complain about my players or sometimes be really happy for something they did. I don't really have anything going on, but like I suggest you guys check out Translucent Tiefling. She's a friend of mine. She's a great artist, so go check her out. She does a great job. And yeah, that is it. Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Thank you for everyone. Thank you to the players. And most of all, thank you to Roll for Good for creating this fantastic event and for all of this great charity work. Follow Roll for Good because they're fantastic and they do great work. And I'm honestly so happy to be here with what they have brought us all together for. And I hope to see you all soon.